Hello, everyone. Welcome to the IPO meet of Abha Power and Steel Limited. I am Palak Agarwal, Managing Investor Relations for the IPO of Abha Power and Steel Limited. We also have Mr. Rajesh Sharma, who is from the merchant banker side, Horizon Management Private Limited. Today, from the company Abha Power and Steel Limited, we have Mr. Atish Agarwal, who's Managing Director and promoter of the company. Now, firstly, I would like to give a small brief about the company. The company is based out of Chhattisgarh. They specialize in customized iron and steel casting products across all grades, starting from zero point 0.5 kgs to 6 tons, catering to diverse industries with high quality and complex solutions. They are also certified by RDSO, PED, that is TUV Nord, and other certificates. Their clients include Indian Railways, Tata Steel, NMDC, NTPC, BHEL, ICF Chennai, and many other clients which reflects their global quality standards. Thank you. Now, I would like to touch upon the IPO details as well. The IPO opens on 27th November 2024. It closes on 29th November 2024. It's a fixed price issue and the price is rupees 75 per share with minimum shares of 1600 shares and the issue size is rupees 38.54 crores. Thank you. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Atish Agarwal to give some opening remarks. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Atish.
Thank you, Palak. Thank you for such a frank and detailed discussion and introduction of Abha Power and Steel. Hello, everybody. I'm Atish Agarwal, MD at Abha Power and Steel Limited. This company was founded by my father and our partner, Mr. Satish Shah and Harish Shah, in 2004. Earlier, this mill for production of TNT bars. In 2009, after I joined the company, we diversified into some high value items. For that, we decided to put up a SGRN foundry in our current setup. Uh, Bilaspur being a very small town and a non-industrial town as well, we were not having much exposure about what to do and how the things are going on in the corporate world. But even in that scenario, we took the risk of establishing the first foundry in this region, and we established an SGRN foundry catering specifically to the Indian Railways, and we have successfully executing it for the past 15 years or so. In 2009, this SGRN foundry was put up. It has got the immense potential in railways and all the other industries, and the products were catering to the large requirement of the Indian industry. We developed ourselves, improved ourselves, and we got a very good response from the market for this SGRN foundry. In 2014-15, we converted our old ingot making plant into a new as a steel foundry so that we can give a complete portfolio to our customers. Uh, our customer base is such that they have a very variety of requirements. Every product is a customized one. We don't standard staple product. Every customer give them their own requirement, and we make products according to their customized requirement. So when this steel foundry came up, we had the whole basket of products with us so that customer can buy all their casting requirements from one single source. So that was the idea behind converting this ingot plant into this steel foundry. So since 2016 onwards, we have got two foundries in the same location. One is iron foundry and one is steel foundry. And we are catering to the complete requirement of our customers. We have got a variety of equipments and facilities available at our plant so that we can manufacture very small parts like zero point 0.5 kg to 1 kg parts and can go up to maximum 6,000 kg, 7,000 kg, 7 ton single piece. So, and the grades requirements are also quite varied. So we can cater to iron requirements, we can cater to steel requirements, stainless steel, manganese steel, all different kind of varieties that you require are possible in our foundry. This makes us a unique company in India where you can have all kind of your solutions, all kind of your requirements from a single source. This builds up a trust between us and our customers that they can depend on us for their import substitutes and for their critical requirements for which their plant can be withhold of. 2016 onwards, we have kept these two foundries in our premises, and we have got a very good response from our customers. Around 90% of our product goes to our repeated customers, and the new customers additions are going on as well. Now, in 2022, we have started putting up a solar power plant to have a backward integration of our premises, so that we are not overly dependent upon the power. We are not overly dependent on the power supply of the government bodies, and also to have a backward integration of our costing system, so that when the power charges are very high, even in those conditions, we are competitive to the market. So 2023, we have started this solar plant as well, and it's currently of a 3 megawatt capacity. And future further on, we have the potential there to expand it further as per the need requires to be. Since the 2000 last few years, we have been diversifying our products to go into our mass production items, what we were early catering to customized item, and specifically to the specialized item, which are quite rare in the country. Some of the products are our products that we have developed are direct import substitution, which were earlier imported into India, and there were no suppliers for those products all over the country. Our customers have trusted us for their very critical requirements, and it shows that for the past 15-20 years we have been associated with that they trust us with all their heart, and we have got a very good response from all of them. This was a brief introduction of my company. Let's see what we can discuss further. Over to you, Pala.
Thank you so much, Atishji. Now we would like to have a very detailed presentation on the company. We will take a moment to make it live. Thank you. All right, let's go with the presentation. Over to you, Mr. Atish.
Thank you, Palak. This is our company presentation. As you know that we are located in Bilaspur, that's in Chhattisgarh. It's a central part of India. We don't have a direct port access, but it makes us accessible to almost all corners of the country since we are very centrally located, and no location is far away from us. We are a prominent player in iron and steel foundry business. This is our basic business now. Earlier, we used to make ingots, but we have diversified from those business to completely into a foundry organization. We've got two foundries in the same location, as I told you earlier. One is catering to the iron family of this ferrous metals, and another is catering to the steel family of the ferrous metals. We can manufacture all type of different grades, right from cast iron, SG iron, NIHARD in the iron family, and then mild steel, alloy steel, high strength steel as a stainless steel, manganese steel in the steel family. Right now, we can manufacture very small 0.5 kg pieces to 6,006 ton single pieces. We have been in the business for the past 20 years. We have a bit of exports also. We have exported to 6 different countries, and we have got a good response from them as well. Since we are making customized products, so every customer's requirement is entirely different from the other customers. We have developed over 1,000+ products in the past 10-12 years. We have got a good workforce of 85 trained employees, which are dedicating their day and night energy so that our company can withstand to the pressure of the customers' deliveries. Through our solar power plant, we are saving around 3,400 metric ton of CO2 every year, and we are committed to grow it even further. From our solar plant, we are getting almost over 35% of the requirement. So we have the scope to further expand our solar plant as well. Next slide, please. These are some of our products that we are making. Actually, we are catering to very different kind of industries. Like Indian Railways is our big customer. Then we are also catering to steel industries, cement plants, power plants, mining, agricultural, and OEMs. A lot of different industries we are associated with. It's a good thing and bad thing both. We are not overly dependent on one type of industries, and we can cater to any industry, any requirement. Some of the products are grade bar clay. These are steel plant items. This was earlier used to be imported from China. Now the steel industry has supported Indian industry so much, and these products are now being made in India only. And we are one of the pioneer companies to do so. Some other products are grinding tire, magnet body, joblets. These are the power plant items which are used in the power plant for crushing of iron, for crushing of coal and other iron minerals. Then we have some chain links, chuck, concave. All these are crusher parts which are used to maneuver, grind minerals and metals for further production. Next. These are some of our clients. Our customers have been very supportive from us right from the first day when we were expecting our first orders. Since then, our commitment to our quality is through our customers only, and how consistent they have been in giving us the orders. Tata Steel, my old company where I was on job for a couple of years after my college, they have also supported us. We are now one of the better suppliers there, and they have trusted us for their very critical equipments and spares for which they used to import earlier, and now they have trusted us to make those components in India only. Then the Hindalco is there, ACC Cement, which is now Adani Cements, and Adhunik Cement is there. Cement plants, we have been very lucky to have such a wide base of customers. Ultratech Cement is our regular customer. All these customers are have been very supportive to us. Indian Railway, we are uh, slowly and steadily diversifying into high value items for Indian Railways. Now we are manufacturing regular products of Indian Railways, which are not very high value oriented. But in future, we are slowly migrating from low value item to high value item, for which there are limited vendors in Indian Railways, and we see Indian Railway as our pioneer customer for the next decade or so. ISAB India is a good customer for us. They have been quite supportive in their development program. NTPC, Indian Hume Pipe, these are our regular customers. Next, please. Again, we have some steel plants like Ankit Metal, Brahmani River Pellet. We have some export companies like Cast Steel Products, which is from Canada, and Glacier International, which is from Qatar. Active Contracting from Doha. So we have got some export customers as well, and some OEMs who are manufacturing their own products like Technofab, and some of our product goes into infrastructure manufacturing, like bridge bearings, which goes into Mageva, and we have executed some prestigious projects with them like Chenab River and that Atal Setu. Our products have gone into those monumental infrastructures as well, which gives us the confidence, and also they motivate us to go stronger every year. Rest, we have some mining companies also in our customers like Hindustan Copper, Uranium Corporation. We are suppliers to some OEMs also, which are the main equipment manufacturer for big industries like for cement. Humboldt Vedag is a big name. They are the pioneer equipment supplier, a German company. Then we have BHEL, which is the equipment supplier for Indian Railways and power plants. Some of them are power plants in itself, like DB Power Limited. They trust us for all their critical spares. Then GMR is there, NTPC is there. Also, we are supplying some railway inserts to sleeper manufacturing industry for Indian Railways. And our trusted customers include Patil Rail, Vishal Limiti, Bemco Sleepers, Econ and 3, GDC, Gannon Dunkley. They are also good infrastructure build up company, and they have been trusting us for the past 10 years or so. Next slide, please. Okay, so we have some strong vision and missions. These have been changing for the past few years as per our company's requirement and understanding of the market. But one thing is clear, that we preserve our name as to be remembered as a thing which could be trusted upon. We have this whole responsibility of our customers, that our products should perform at the highest level of the Indian and international standards, because the criticality of the application is very high. For the vision, we have this vision to be a respectable global entrepreneur, and all activities should give a positive action reaction, so that our motion is always positive towards the growth of ourselves with our customers. We are committed for the innovative growth, and with our personal passion, so that we have a professional mindset and which can create value for everyone and everything that we touch. Next slide, please. Okay, this is the business canvas that how what we are doing, how we are doing, and where our products are going. For the raw materials, mostly we are getting it from the local market. We are lucky to be in a mineral-rich state, and we get all the big raw materials like pig iron and scrap and exothermic sleeve ferroalloys locally in Chhattisgarh itself, so that this gives us a bonus point, and we are not overly dependent upon other states for supply of basic raw materials, although we need to procure a lot of raw materials for our components, because we have a specialized job, and we require a very different kind of product portfolio. So we are dependent upon other states also, but most of the raw materials are sourced locally, and we offer a very comprehensive range that we can give our customers regular supply of the regular items, as well as we can give them a customized product which could be developed exclusively only for them, so that they can reap awards for it for in the coming future as well. Then we have our own development team where we can develop and design components as per the customer requirement. If they want to make some changes in the existing setup, that is also possible with us. Our 70% almost product goes into Indian Railways, which has got different components like rolling stock, and then somewhere in the wagons and other parts. We have got around 11% of our product goes into steel industry, and we have got some components of cement and power and others. So that constitutes our customer base. Next, please. Okay, so we are a approved vendor of Indian Railways. We are approved with a lot of steel plants and mining industries like NMDC and Tata Steel, Jindal. You name any big steel plant or cement plant, and you would find that in their vendor base, our name should be there. Uh, it gives us a unique feeling of proud that we are associated with such prestigious companies, and they are trusting us for their critical components and everything. Um, we have been certified by TUV North for PED certification, that is Pressure Equipment Directorate, which allows us to export pressure parts to European countries. It's a very prestigious certification that we have obtained for one of the critical export order that we executed a few years ago, and we have still maintained that. Over the years, we have taken the vendor registration for many other companies as well, and all our respectable customers. It's not possible for us to remember all of them, but still we are trying to diversify our customer portfolio as well. Let's see how we succeed. Next slide, please. Okay, this is a small slide which shows our journey right from inception till where we are right now. We started as a ingot making plant right here in Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh in 2004, with uh, with a big step up. We care to take this risk for transforming this industry into a foundry. In 2009, we came up with this SGRN foundry. In 2016, we converted our old ingot plant into a steel foundry. And in 2023, we started our solar plant. Now in 2024, we have these two foundries, SGRN and steel, in the same location. And we are catering to various industries all over India and trying to go above the world. Next, please. This is our management. I am Atish Agrawal, Managing Director. With me is Satish Kumar Shah. He has been the founding member of the company since 2004. He and Subhash Chandra Agrawal, my father, they started this company, and since then they have been showing us the path how to move forward with values. And we take pride in our management team, which has always been there to support us right from the beginning until now. Whenever we have some setbacks, they are there to help us out, and whenever we are lost, they show us the way out. They have been they have been the most basic stone structure that we can imagine, and they are guiding us even today so that we can have a better future. And let's see where this growth take us to. These are the growth drivers. What we feel that we have the positive in our portfolio is that we have the comprehensive product range. Our customer doesn't have to think twice about what kind of product they can depend upon. We can give them very different kind of products, right from the very small products of, let's say, zero point 0.5 kg, and we can go give them very large products of 10, 20 tons assemblies also, which can have a big pieces of 5 ton 6 ton single pieces. Those are also possible with us, so they trust us with all their requirements. And uh, we have this facility to customize the products, to change it as per their experience. Since it's a worn out industry, what we are catering to is mostly manufacturing industry, so their requirement changes with time. With the application going on, their products design changes, and we can adapt to those kind of situation and give them a unique solution which they themselves were not having a few years ago. So this kind of flexibility is possible only if we have a trust build up between the two companies of buyer supplier. Then we go on to developers. So that kind of application is required. We have the experience of many different industries which come to us as an experience of having a diversity at our end. So whatever is good in one part of the industry, we can suggest it to the other part, and we can take benefit from both the parts. So that sometimes for the mining industries, what is good, we apply those principles in the steel plants as well, and we have got very good results for those also. So this makes us a unique proposition to have the experience of so many different industries. Even if the market is down for any couple of sectors, we can always diversify into the other sector and keep our fundamentals growing. We have very significantly improved our products, and we are regularly adding new infrastructure so that we can provide newer solutions to the old problems, and see what next can be done. Next slide, please. We have a very state of the art facility. Our focus is always on the quality of the product. So we are monitoring product quality right from the raw material stage. We have fixed vendor base for the raw materials. All our processes are quality oriented. We have got quality checks over each and every step of production, which gives us a very good finished quality, and we are reducing our rejection rate. We have almost 0.01% of customer rejection, which we are very proud of. And this facility, what we're talking about, it has got a unique thing. Normally, you get foundry line. It's either a steel foundry or iron foundry. Since we have both foundries in the same location, we have thinking hats of different caliber. They are associating with each other and finding solutions for the problems, so that we have a unique culture here where we help each other out, see where the problem lies, and to attack at the right at the center of the problem. That's our motto right now. We have the in-house solar generation. Our solar plant is remotely located. It has got 3 megawatt capacity, and the 100% power produced is consumed in a captive cases. We are very strategically located in the central part of India, so we find it very easy to reach to our customers. And also, the Chhattisgarh state is quite peaceful. We don't have any problems of labors or any other usual problem that we came to come to know about in the news for other locations. We have been quite consistent in our water and power and sunlight and weather wise. So it's a very strategic location where we can focus on the production and the deliveries without worrying about the external factors. uh, we have got a lot of space here in our area and we are open for expansions. We can see that in future, whatever our requirement brings down to us, we can go for the higher product range with higher value proposition, and we can always look for the future as a bright one. Next, please. Um, it's a big thing, that market reach. Okay, the market reach, we have expanded in India like anything. We have diversified into many different sectors, and we have got a very good response from them. Now we are thinking of starting focusing on the expansion of international presence. Already we have exported to many countries like UAE, Germany, Canada, Italy, Qatar. I've shown some customers also for those, and now we are trying to focus on the export part by increasing our participation in the in the exhibitions and showing our potential, so that we can bring that confidence what we command from our Indian customers into our export customers as well, and then we can have a substantial exposure in export as well. We are focusing on these customer relations. That is our main motto, that we can give the customer whatever their exact requirement is. Sometimes even customer doesn't know what he requires, and we have the designing team with us that can those they can design the exact customer requirement, which will become a unique solution for them, which none of us have been imagined earlier. We are investing in our technologies and automation. We are trying to diversify our production capabilities into the newer machineries, so that we can give even better products at a better margin, and also whatever challenges we are facing with the existing equipments, we can overcome them with a newer technology. Again, marketing and customer engagement, we like to deal directly with our customers, and we have direct on hand experience with the customer working, so that we can understand their requirement and see how we can develop it further. Okay, we have seriously very strong focus on quality. There is a separate dedicated quality assurance team which works right from the very starting of since the day we receive any purchase order. We make a separate segment for it, that how we are going to execute this order, since all our orders are customized and unique proposition, and we do detailed discussions about what are the quality checks that has to be kept into each and every item, right from the raw material to every step of production, and then before dispatch to the customer. We have got in-house testing capabilities, since Bilaspur is a very small market, so we don't have anything to outsource here. So we have developed all the testing capabilities in-house. We do ultrasound testing, we do magnetic particle testing. Even if these sound very fancy words, but these are very critical activities that is required for the foundry industry, so to just to ensure that we give the right product to our customer. Customer satisfaction is very important to us. We have got a very high rate of customer retention, and customers are willing to give us their newer items, and they trust us for their older supplies as well. We comply to almost all Indian and international standards. All our products are governed by the different standards of IS standards or international like DIN, EN or European standards. So we all our products comply to the customer requirement as per their requirements. Next, please. We have very skilled leadership and workforce. What we do is we distribute the whole activity into different components, that and we have got expert at each and every component component head. So a particular part of manufacturing is governed by that particular expertise, and he sees to it that all the procedures are followed as per our quality action plan. We have got a quality assurance plan for each and every product. So our workforce is regularly trained, and they're updated about the new comings, or the changes in the process required for each individual product. So this requires very high level of precision from all the different sections of our manufacturing, and we are happy to say that we are able to do so just because we have a very effective workforce which understands the situation of each and every product, and they are ready to adapt themselves for the different needs of different products. And this gives us the unique proposition that we can cater to all our customer requirements. All right, so now moving into financials, not my cup of tea, but still I'll try. We have this steady revenue for the past 3 years, 22, 23, and 24, around 55 CR, 52 CR. In 23, 24, we have started our solar plant, so its financials have added up here, and we can see some growth coming up. For the this year, this has been pretty good to us right now. The market is very good, and we have got a very good order book right now. Our order book is quite healthy for, let's say, next 5 6 months. We are expecting this trend to continue. Already this year we have crossed 37 cr turnover for the this 6.5 months, and we are going very strong. This trend should continue in the future, it seems like. uh, Cost of raw materials consumed, which was quite stagnant for the past 3 years. We can see a big jump this year since our turnover has increased and our production has increased to the highest level in the past 15 years. This year we are going to be the highest one. So we are experiencing a higher cost of raw material consumed for this 6.5 months. Inventory changes are there, not a big deal. Rest things are almost constant. Mostly that comes down to with the profit and loss for the period. So steadily we have shifted from making very standardized products to exclusive special products. Now when we go for the exclusive special products, our margin increases. Although our turnover doesn't reflect that our uh, revenues have increased, but still the margin has increased because we are shifting from basic products to the customized products. That's why our profit, you can see, is rising from 1.4 cr to 3.7 cr, and in the 6.5 months we have already crossed 3.5 cr or something. So we are expecting this trend to continue in future as well, hope so. Next sheet please. All right. Share capital values are almost constant. These are again financials. I'm not a big fan of those, but the basic point is that our assets have been stagnant. Assets have been uh, almost on the same level, and now they have started increasing in this year as well. Already in the 6.5 months, we have crossed around 20 cr of assets. Inventories are there because we are going for the higher value items, so they require a longer turnaround period from the point we procure them, procure raw materials for them. So this turnaround time is higher. It's okay till the time it is giving us a better return on investment. So even with the higher inventories, we are expecting even better results for the next quarter or so. And overall, the everything it looks good for me. Okay, next please. Right, these are some of the products. This is a very critical product for us. This furnace base. This we exported to Italy. It was time. It was exported during COVID time, and I remember sending some masks and all those things in those boxes for our customer there, and they were quite happy to have it. So we have been trusted by the customer for their critical application. You can see that what different kind of variety of industries we are dealing with. One is the sugar mill, one is the forging industry, other is the valve component which goes for the water pipeline or oil and gas components. Then other is the header assembly used in the steel plants. So quite a different kind of industries we are focusing on, and we are getting very good response from almost all of them. Next, please. These are some of the industry photos. I'm sorry, I don't have very good photographs, but this shows just a glimpse of how we are working. We have got our own weighbridge of 100 tons. So we are overly self-reliant. We are not dependent on any other components for the nearby industries or areas. We try to keep everything inside the company as well. These are our induction furnaces, heat treatment furnace, shot blasting machine, and our sand dryer. We have got couple of CNC machines to make better products. Next, please. I don't know. We want to go this line. This is our maximum manufacturing process. I'll just give you a very snapshot that
That's all right.
once. Sorry.
That's all right if we skip this slide.
Yeah, I'll just give you a glimpse that okay, once the incoming raw material comes, we see that it gets taken care by all the processes, and once all the steps what we have shown here, they have got that individual quality checks just to ensure that whatever step is written, their process is completely followed, and all the parts goes through a rigorous pre-dispatch inspection, and once the QC clears it, then only it's allowed to be dispatched. Next, please. All right, this is the IPO details. We are opening on 27th of November. It will be open till 29th November evening. It's a fixed price issue. We have got 75 rupees per share is the price. Lot size is 1600 shares. That means you have to bid minimum 1,20,000 for one lot. And the total share price equivalent to 38.54 CR. Next, please. All right, we are thankful to the Horizon Management Private Limited as our book running lead manager. They have been quite supportive from the day one. In fact, they are the ones who convinced us, and to
Thank
28,
you, sir.
who has been very supportive in how to present ourselves and see that we look good on all parameters. Thank you.
Thank, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Atish, for a very detailed understanding about the company.
Yes.
Now, moving ahead, we would like to showcase a small glimpse of our manufacturing unit. We would take a moment, please. Thank you. so much. Moving ahead, now we would like to open the floor for Q&A session. Anybody who wishes to ask any question, they can put the question in comment section. So we have the very first question for us. That is, could you please elaborate more on export strategies and what are the key demanding markets and supply scenarios?
Okay, hi. Regarding exports, we participated in this GIFA conference in Germany in 2019. Actually, GIFA is the biggest foundry exhibition of the world, and it happens every 4 years or so. We got a very good response there. We started working with almost 10, 12 customers, which was a good turnaround for us. But due to this COVID situation, we made all the supplies that was required during that time. But due to this COVID situation, all our contacts got changed, and right now we are not getting response from them. But one thing we were sure of, that this is the right way to go forward. If we are considering to motivate our team to go for exports now. So one of the strategies would be to go to different conferences, trying to meet with new people and the potential customers, to showcase them our capabilities and how we are doing things here. And we are pretty much sure that we'll be able to convince them to go for our products. And that is one of the strategies that we are looking forward to. Other than this, there are a lot of our customers who are exporting our products, not directly, since we are not giving them directly, but they are taking products from us, then they are finishing the assembly, and then they are exporting that part to different countries. So we have identified those channels as well, and we are trying to uh, project ourselves as a direct exporter also. So most probably we'll see that our export revenues rise in the coming years. Sorry, I couldn't remember rest of the question. What was it about, Palak?
So I'll take it forward.
Please.
Can you please throw some lights on opportunities within Indian Railways and NMDC where we are the approved vendors, and how are we planning to leverage this in terms of scalability?
All right. Indian Railways is a very good customer for us. We are getting almost our major orders from the Indian Railways communities, not directly from the Indian Railways, but indirectly. Most of our, almost 60 to 70% of our products are going into the Indian Railways. So, Indian Railways is right now in a stage of transformation. They are trying to convert from a solution problem maker company to a solution provider. They are very aggressive in modernizing themselves, and we, Abha Power and Steel, this come into the picture for this scenario. Since they are looking to modernize themselves on all aspects, right from the track till stations. So we have got a lot of products that we can go forward to. With this planned modernization, we will be looking to expand our foothold in the railway industry. We will be making such products which will increase our share of Indian Railways parts. And the growth strategy is very good with railways. They have focus on increasing their railway length, in increasing their wagons and trains and everything, locomotives, and all this will require our products. So it's a two-way line. We are also progressing, and we are seeing Indian Railways as a big customer and a big innovator in future as well. For NMDC, they have currently put up a very big plant in Chhattisgarh in Nagarnar near Jagdalpur. It's a 3 million ton right now, and they have further plan to further expand it. Uh, Luckily, we have been associated with them since their inception, and as the plant wear out, it will require a lot of spare parts, and will be in a pioneer position to supply them all these spare parts at a effective value. Since we are very near to this NMDC steel plant, so we are expecting a big orders from them in the coming years or so, and we are expecting a big share of business from both Indian Railways as well as NMDC. Right.
Thank you. Next is, what are the other areas than railways where we have key focus and can fetch good growth?
Okay, one of those sector is the steel plants. We have already got a good presence there in the steel sector, and somehow we have developed a few unique items for this steel plants that we are regularly supplying to, which were earlier imported to India. Now we are looking forward to make those products as our branded products, and will bring those products into the market to other steel plants and other sectors, and will brand them as our own product, since we already have got the technology and experience and expertise to manufacture them. And so we have this opinion that we can create a good market in steel plants. Also, one of our focus area has been the mining industries, because the crusher equipments, these are self-destructive equipments. They regularly require spares and all those stuffs, because since they are crushing, they are getting crushed themselves. So it's a regular thing that they require spares on a regular basis. We have been associated with a couple of very prestigious crusher manufacturers and the mining industries, and so we see the focus coming from these two sectors, steel and mining, as well as some focus from cement as well.
Thank you. Next question is regarding the trend in revenue. So I would like to highlight here that this thing we have already covered in the presentation. So we would like to move ahead. And the next question is, what are the credits of management and other team in terms of experience and knowledge?
Okay, I'm the MD here. I'm associated with this company since 2009 after my stint with Tata Steel. I'm a graduate from IIT BHU, and I'm experienced in manufacturing since 2008, since my graduation from my college. So I have this experience of almost 16 years, and I'm the almost the youngest person here with this limited experience. All my colleagues are having experience of more than 20 years, 25 years or so. And other than me, Mr. Subhash Agrawal, my father, is also a promoter and whole-time director here, and he guides us for all the key for all the key decisions. Mr. Satish Kumar Shah, he is also a full-time director. He guides us for all the financials and the government approvals and all those parts. He keeps a very keen eye on our processes and things that we do here. Overall, the team is quite experienced in this field, and we have got support of some very highly experienced people uh, in the past as well as now. So the complete team is quite focused on the customer requirement, and we have been taking up very challenging job, which is not possible to execute without proper team. So that should be doable, I think. Sorry.
Thank you. Next is, you mentioned about the certifications. What are the key impacts of these certifications? And does everybody in the industry have these credentials, or is it difficult to get such approvals?
Okay. Just a second. Right. Regarding certification, one of our minus certification is ISO 9001. It's a normal certification, but we have got it through TUV. So TUV should certification is a bit tough one to crack. Our system should be actually working, and it should be synchronized as per the German requirements as well as the Indian requirement to achieve those certification. So ISO 9001 2015 is our certification for the management system. For the production, we have got a different other certification as well. In our line of work, what happens is each and every customer evaluates our procedure in their own way. They don't give it a name, but if we are in their vendor base, that means they have evaluated our system and have approved our process of manufacturing, and then only they are trusting us for their critical applications. So if we are on their vendor list, that means they have done the evaluation and they are approving of our system. They may not give us a certificate for that, but like Tata Steel is, they do visit and they evaluate the complete system. They involve sometimes this Tata project people also for those purposes. They don't give us a certificate, but they have seen the system and appreciated it, and then only we have got an entry into that. Another certificate what we discussed in the presentation also was our PED certification. It's a very tough certification to get. It ensures that whatever pressure parts we are manufacturing, it is being manufactured as per the requirement of the customer, and it should be able to sustain those kind of pressure. Most of these pressure parts are used in boilers or in a very critical applications, sometimes in a ship or some very high pressure areas. So even a small fault in those parts can cause a severe damage and can cause to loss of men and wealth to the country or that industry. So we don't want, nobody wants that. So that kind of certification requires a high degree of perfection and persuasion so that we can manufacture product as per the requirement. So yes, some of the certificates are very difficult to get, and some of the certificates are easier to get, but you have to follow all the systems in the foundry line. I don't think most of the people go for higher certification. They keep only the basic certification, but as per the customer requirement, because the different customers have very different requirements, each foundry go for a different kind of certification as per their customers requirement.
Thank you, Atishi. Next is power sector also is witnessing huge growth. Do we have plans to increase our revenue share there?
Yes, what should I say? Okay, we have some plans to go for a very high value item in the power sector as well. We have been dealing with our power sector customers for the past 7 8 years or so, and we have developed some unique items in collaboration with those customers. In future, we are seeing that earlier there was some notion that coal-based power plants are not going to be a big thing, and they are going to be a stagnant kind of economy for them. But recently, we have seen that new coal-based power plants are also coming up, and since BHL is our customer and NTPC and all those power plants are also our customers, we are seeing we are quite we are quite hopeful that we will increase our share in the power plants as well. We may introduce some new products for those power sector exclusively as well.
All right, thank you. So we have last two more questions. One is regarding our long-term vision, which we have already covered in the presentation. So we would be taking one last question, which is, how is our payment cycle? Do we get payments on time, or how one should assess this area or the thing?
Since we are having a customer base in very different sector, our payment cycle is different for almost all the customers. Even for the same customers, we are getting different cycles. Normally, we are getting almost since we are MSME registered, we are getting we are regularly getting payments in the 30 to 45 days cycle, and some of the customers try to we try to get some advance payment from them, but most of the customers are our regular customers, and so our relations goes quite deep, and we offer them credit, and we mostly get this our payment in 30 to 45 days cycle. Sometimes there is a delay also, but mostly we get it on time.
Thank you. So, this was the last question for this evening. And now I would like to thank Mr. Atish Agarwal for explaining us the company in a detailed manner and also taking up the Q&A session. I would also like to thank Mr. Rajesh Sharma for having with us. And yes, so this concludes our today's session on IPO meet of Abha Power and Steel Limited. We have already given IPO opening and closing details on the screen. So yeah, see you all on 27th. Thank you so much. So, this concludes our meeting.
Thank you.